Hey guys, what's up? It's Gabe again. Some of you might know me as Galber from the Final Fantasy XI Ragnarok server. And this week, I wanted to address one of the most common questions that we get almost every day on the Final Fantasy XI subreddit or on the Final Fantasy XI group on Facebook. Considering Final Fantasy XI is a game that came out in 2002, which means it's an almost 20-year-old RPG MMO, and it's still going pretty strong, and it gets regular updates every month. I wanted to point out the 10 reasons, but hey, why not make that 11 reasons why you should be returning to Final Fantasy XI in 2020? So yeah, guys, I'm doing the editing right now, and I gotta be honest, there's no way I'm gonna fit all of this stuff into just one video, so I'm gonna have to make at least two. I'm really sorry. Alright guys, reason number one. I'm putting this as number one as I find it to be the most amazing game changer that I found in Final Fantasy XI when I came back. So I quit Final Fantasy XI back in 2013, just about when Adolin was released, when they updated everything to the whole eye level thing. I don't know, I didn't really like it, it wasn't my thing. I just started a new job, I moved to another city. I said it's time to quit, it's time to get, let's be honest, time to get a little bit of my life back. Because we all know that's an issue with MMOs, and especially a really intense one like Final Fantasy XI. The biggest thing that I think changed in the gameplay when I came back in 2018 was the release of the wardrobes. So that brings us to our number one, wardrobes. So we're gonna hop down to my streaming setup and we're gonna get a little bit more in detail to every reason why you should come back. Okay guys, here we are in my streaming setup, and before you ask, yes, I do stream on Twitch. You can find me at twitch.tv/GabeMar. You can find all the links in the description. You can find my Discord also here. Hit me up if you have any more questions, anything like that. Let me know in the comments, okay? So the first point we're talking about is the wardrobes. And as you guys are gonna see, this is a massive game changer. Like, incredible game changer. Let's take a look why. Do you guys remember when you had to job change and you had to carry around all your equipment and you had to put it all in your inventory? You had those 80 slots and that was about it. You couldn't hold anything else. So you had to stick everything in there, your sushi, whatever food you were using, and all the gear for your job. Okay, that made it really impossible with a lot of jobs like Blue Mage or some other gear intensive job like Red Mage. Okay, we don't have that issue at all anymore. As you can see here, if I go to view house and I got these 4 wardrobes, as you can see in the first one, I got all my weapons stored in the first one. And all of these are exactly as if they were in your inventory. Okay, do you guys get how big that is? Like how game changing to how we used to play Final Fantasy XI all this is? I'll just give you a quick example. Right now, I'm on Rune Fencer, as you can see here. I'm on Rune Fencer Dark Knight. I'm just gonna head over here to the Nomad Moogle. So let's say I got called for a party and I'm dressed as a Rune Fencer. I have all my gear on as Rune Fencer. And they say, hey, Gabe, we need you at a DD. Come bring your dark. Your awesome dark, I might add. All I do, I talk to the Moogle, and if you're in your Mog house, you just have to change job. It's even easier. Change job, and main job, Dark Knight. All right, done guys. I'm good to go because I have all my equipment set in my wardrobes. Isn't that awesome? Oh no, sorry, we were wrong. Could you come as, I don't know, Corsair? Yeah, sure guys, I can come as Corsair. Ninja, sub job, Corsair main. All right, heading out, I'm good to go. Wardrobes are the most insane game changer at the moment. Okay, so one thing though, as you guys might have seen here, I got 4 wardrobes, right? Okay, the only downside here is that the first 2 wardrobes are absolutely free and they both hold 80 slots. So that's like having your inventory tripled, which is incredible. But wardrobes number 3 and 4, there's a catch. You gotta pay for them. Each wardrobe is 2 more euros, which is $2 more. I don't know if that's 2 more pounds or a little less. But, you know, those 2-3 euros aren't really going to be that much of a difference. I really recommend it. Having 4 wardrobes, plus your inventory, plus the Mog Safe, satchel, the locker, all the stuff that we already used to have. Easily allows you to max out, I don't know, more than 5. Some people even have like 10, 12 jobs completely maxed out just by storing all the AFs and all that stuff. It's a huge time saver. It's a game changer, and it makes the game a lot more fun. And that was number one thing, wardrobes. Okay, guys. Now that was a pretty big deal. Let's get to another huge deal. So do you guys remember when, I don't know, you were maybe doing the quest and the missions or quests or whatever were taking you from one city to another, then back to Juneau, then maybe you had to go to Kazam, and oh man, it was terrible. How could you get from one place to another really fast? It was impossible. Or maybe remember when you were doing like party and you had a full setup, you had 5 out of 6 people and you finally found, I don't know, let's say the tank or the white mage, the missing element in your party, but they were in Bastock and they had to catch airship. So they were running to the airship and they send you to tell, sorry guys, I just missed the airship, which meant that everybody was just gonna have to sit around and stare at their keyboard for 20 minutes while waiting for this guy to come. Well, that's not gonna happen anymore. And this brings us to the second reason why you should come back. Home points. So basically, all you have to do is run up to one of these crystals. You basically just select your destination and you just go there. Where I wanna go, let's say, to the Adeline Islands. Just select it, and there we go. Game warps me, and you're in Adeline. As I said before, there's a lot of means of transportation. You see these? These are the waypoints. They bring you around in the Adeline areas. So this is gonna take me to Eastern Adeline. Now, I happen to remember that by this Mog House, there's also a survival guide. See what I did there? Same thing goes with survival guides. You just select them, you choose your destination, and you can end up in some annoying places like Tarai Canal, and we just go there. You can use tabs or you can use Gil, and that's it. It's super fast, it's super quick, it makes the game so much better. You can also use one of the crystals to set your home point, of course, just as you used to. I'm gonna warp back and it's gonna take me to where I last set my home point, which, if I don't remember wrong, is in Western Adeline. Yep, there we go. That's another pretty big deal, and trust me, that's a time and game changer. All right. Reason number 3, guys. Do you guys remember what a nightmare it was to install all the updates? It would take something like 8 to 10 hours, which basically meant that you'd had to leave your PC on all night for the updates. And let's be real, 15 years ago, PC quality wasn't the same as it is now. I mean, I remember playing Final Fantasy XI on my crappy and noisy laptop. Having to leave that thing on for all night was a nightmare. No way. But now, things have changed, and that brings us to reason number 3. The new installer and the download times for the updates. All you have to do is literally just Google Final Fantasy XI installer, and based on your region, European, Japanese, or North American, you're going to be directed to your version of the game. You just download all the packages and install them. It's easy as that. Of course, you're going to need an activation key. If you haven't bought the game, if you've bought the game on Steam or whatever, you're going to have everything already installed. It's going to be super fast. And this installer version is updated to just a few months ago. So an update from there is just going to take you, I don't know, maybe an hour or less depending on your connection. Pretty neat, huh? So since we're on the subject of saving some time, let's be real. Final Fantasy XI takes up a huge amount of time. Now, you can actually get things done in little time. There's a lot of daily stuff you can do, and there's a lot of instance events that just last, I don't know, 15, 30 minutes, and you can do these or grind these, make money, and just get something done in a day. Even the full endgame events, they only last about 2 hours max. Of course, you can spam them, you can play a lot more, but you don't have to. So that brings us to the number 4 reason why you should come back. If you only have a little bit of time, you can still get things done. Nah, I'm not gonna go too much in detail with what you can do with little time because there's really a lot of stuff to do. But you know what? This also really ties up well with the fifth reason why you should come back to Final Fantasy XI. And that is that, Gil, the Vanadillo currency, basically the money. Making Gil has never really been any easier. Yeah, as I was saying before, there's a ton of events that you can do in your downtime, or if you don't have a lot of time to spend on the game, maybe a half an hour, or maybe just a quick hour that you want to play, have some fun, chill out with your friends, or even solo if you want. There's this new event called Ambuscade that allows you to get a ton of currency and items that you can either sell or use to upgrade your own stuff, which is going to be really helpful. Or if you're familiar with older events like Salvage, you can do those by yourself, even solo. That's exactly what I did when I came back to the game. I grinded some Salvage and I finished up my first mythic, the Paladin mythic, which allowed me in very little time to be endgame ready. Another great example is another event called Omen. You can solo this event and you can sell some of the drops or use them to upgrade your own weapons. I'm cutting it short here, but there's a ton of stuff that you can do to actually make money. You actually can make money just by playing the game. And that's about it. If you enjoyed this, please support the channel, help me out with the subscribe, put a like on the video, maybe put in the comments what you didn't like or something like that. I'll see you in the next video really soon. Part 2 coming up.